Hello everybody, welcome to a modern video. I'm finally playing the deck that I have been wanting to try for a while now. It is the Grixis Shadow featuring Underworld Breach. Last time I played Shadow was in the Grixis Scam version. You can find it on my YouTube channel. I played a couple of versions of Scam Splashing Blue for Expressive Iteration. This is not just that. We are not playing Fury or Grief. We're playing just actual Grixis Shadow, the deck that used to be the best one last year before they banned Lurs. And then kind of fell behind both the Murktide and Rakdos Scam. This new version is playing Underworld Breach, which is replacing Crooksam. The reason for that is that Underworld Breach can just turn around the matchup against the fair decks. Like if you play against Blue or Murktide, you have this like close game where you have your stack graveyard because of Channeler and etc. You just draw Breach, you can sneak it in. Sometimes cards resolve, and you just it's like a one card combo. It doesn't win on the spot, of course, if we don't play Thassa's Oracle or Grape Shot, but that doesn't matter. If you draw like 5 cards thanks to Mishra's Bauble, you win the game, or if you play creatures. But the strength of this card in combination of Bauble and Channeler is that you don't even need extra mana. So if you're playing a Spell Pierce, you have 4 mana, you can just pay for the Spell Pierce and just cast Bauble 4 times. And when your card draws 4 cards in mid-range matchup, you win the game. So that's why I like Breach. It might actually be possible that you play this card in Blue or Murktide as well. Honestly, just any deck that plays Channeler and Bauble can afford to play with the Mishra's Bauble. So that is what I think it's going to be very strong, and definitely again the strength of the deck. I think it's this Underworld Breach plus Mishra's Bauble. The rest of the cyber is kind of the same. I'm playing for Spell Pierce. I love this, of course, against Cascade, but also against Blood Moon. I think Blood Moon is definitely a card that's going to be popular against you. Maybe you can even bring Spell Pierce against Blue or Murktide. I'll definitely think about how to cyber in that matchup because it's not intuitive. But other than that, I think it's almost the same one, huh? Alright. Modern League. Grixis Shadow, let's go. Go for Breathing Hamster. Let's start. Round number 1 on the play. I got Jegantha. Reveal. I'm gonna keep this hand. Freelance for spells. Might be a little bit too much. Bonjour, bonjour à tout le monde. Bonjour à tout le monde. Let's start. So first thing first, bubble me. If it's a land, I'll fetch. If it's a spell, I'll play Blood Crypt Thoughtseize. And that's the 0 mana opt that is very powerful and that makes all this deck good. So we see Scalding Tarn on top. So I'm gonna fetch it away. I'm gonna get, I can get Watery Grave here. I guess a double bolt so I can just get a Blood Crypt. Yeah, sure. And let's Thoughtseize you. Bluetron. It's the second time playing as Bluetron. I guess I can get the Thirst for Knowledge. Played as Bluetron yesterday too. Probably it's the same player. Alright. Expressive Iteration. That was one of the best draw possible. So they have, I think I'm just shocking myself. I play with Grixis. I play Grixis Shadow. I should shock myself here. Good morning, everyone. Pass. Not gonna play Bolt. Ooh, there it is. That's the Breach. Would Crooks be better? Maybe. Here's the thing about that. You know how I always mention how important it is to evaluate this card also in the bad case scenario. That's the same thing I say whenever I play Blue Prowess. Like if it was Crooks, I would play it. Maybe they would just remain whatever, but this maybe resolves, and then next turn I can just bolt them now, and then the turn after I'm able to get Crooks into play. You know, which okay, I think I like to go DRC plus iteration here. The reason being, I just want to mill myself. I have Breach in it. I want to mill the top card. Honestly, just whatever it is, I'll mill. Maybe I like a land, but probably not even. Like, a repeal or condescent. Alright. Sure. That resolves. Definitely milling a land. Maybe I can keep an iteration on top. Alright, your turn. I don't have Delirium. I'm missing out on instant, but it's in my hand, so next turn I'll top for 3. They have repeal, though. Yep, they looking for land drop, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely this same opponent, because they were playing this repeal from Modern Master. I don't forget about these things. Alright, so I can do a lot of value here. Ooh, Tony needs water. Thank you for the 50 months of sub. Welcome to the stream. Some turu for you. Alright, so here I can go Darcy, Breach, Thoughtseize, and then just cast some Bauble. How many? I have 6 cards in the graveyard. I cast Bauble. Yeah, I was supposed to cast these bolts. Yeah, you know what? Let's try it out. Let's play this Breach. I think it's cool that I play this Breach now. So I'll go Darcy. I'll go Breach. And let's see how much value we make here. It's a bird. And now we just graveyard all the time, okay? That's the whole thing. We just graveyard aggressively now. Thank you, it's a bird, Anthony. Appreciate the support. Alright, let's start with Mishra's Bauble. Delving away lands. Great, again. Yeah, you just want to graveyard all the time here. I'll look at your top. It's what, a repeal? Sure. If I cast another Bauble, can I cast also Thoughtseize? I don't think so. Do I want to cast Thoughtseize or Bauble here? I think I like to cast Bauble. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, because maybe I can cast Bolt. Yeah. I'll graveyard. And then I can do... So I'll Bauble. Yeah, this is what you want to do with this Breach deck, I think. I just bolt my opponent, I graveyard, and then I replay Bauble. I guess I can play also Thoughtseize. What should I do? Thoughtseize or no, I can't play Bauble. I can't play Thoughtseize. Yeah. And then I Bauble. So this is exactly what I meant with you just cast Breach and you draw 3 cards. 2 mana, draw 3 cards in combination with Channeler. And now my graveyard is actually ready again. It's not ready for Delirium. Maybe I could have played it better to have Delirium. Yeah, I guess. I could have exiled this instead of a Thoughtseize. But now my hand is filled. Alright, let's go Shredder. Alright, I concede. I have 7 cards in it. Like, I mean, I understand the matchup and everything, but still, like the fact that I am able to play a card that does what it did, I think is very powerful. Alright, so I'll bring in for Spell Pierce, and probably Alpine Moon as well. I can take out some bolts, some heats, Terminate also bad. Yeah, I mean, this 5 are bad. I think we have to trim on Breach every time, post sideboard, because main deck decks usually don't have Graveyard Hate, but post sideboard they will. So that is something that we need to be worried about. The Relic of Progenitus, or if you play against Licensors. It's blue trying a real deck. I mean, I've never seen it recently, but this player has played it. It's been playing it for 2 days for sure. Alright, let's go. What's my record? Right now it's hidden under the Genshin banner because we are doing a sponsor stream today. This is the first match. After this league, there will be a Genshin sponsor stream. Alright, let's go Blood Crypt and Thoughtseize. I'll take Talisman. Can keep the repeals. Ooh, Ragavan. I think I like to go Ledger Shredder here, because this way they can't spend their mana on a repeal this turn. Hello, Money Mons. Hello, Kiori. Okay, so they can repeal this. This turn I think I'll go just Shredder Thoughtseize. Right? Yeah, I probably just want to get rid of a land too. Like Steam Vents. So they have all the colors. So I'll go Shredder, Thoughtseize. And I'll loot away this land most likely. I'll loot this one away. What you got? Repeal, Treasure Mage. I think I'll take Treasure Mage. So I can scissor up like a Vermcoil Engine, and if they randomly draw Tron, they have a payoff. Whereas like this, if they draw Tron, they just have repeals. Oh, they drew Tron. So happy I discarded the Treasure Mage. Let's zoom a little bit on camera. I always do this. I forgot to do this time. Okay, so they went for repeal. And did you draw something else? That's why I discarded a Talisman turn 1, because sometimes those decks have a lot of colorless mana and they don't have much blue, and the Talisman helps them. Let's see what they get with the map. Blast Zone. Oh, they got that one. Sure. The Blast Zone would be good against those two. But yeah. Draw. Breach. Okay. So I know that I have one card, it's a repeal. But I don't want to go Breach Thoughteize just yet. I would like to wait for either a Channeler or a Bauble to cast this Breach. So here what I'm gonna do is Shredder dash Ragavan. Loot. Discard Bolt. Attack with Ragavan. Go second main, play Shadow with the treasure. Whoa, that was a good one. Would have definitely won the game if they draw that one. Yeah, Eugene. Obviously, this was luck. Like I could have just cast my hand instead of dashing. It's not, you know. I have no information that was the right play. Sometimes you just get lucky with those choices. All right, they probably play repeal on my Shredder. No, on the Shadow. Yeah, makes sense. Should definitely wait on the land. Alright, they have 3 cards. Now I'm interested, I think, to Thoughtseize them because I would like to know... They have 2 mystery cards. That could be blue cards. So, what can I do? I guess I'm gonna start with Breach Thoughtseize. And then I can bold them, I guess. I guess I can start by Ragavan Dash. I can go Ragavan Dash. Then I have 4 mana. And I can go Breach. Nah. That's the problem with Breach now. Just without Bauble, it's mana intensive. I guess I can start Breach, Thoughtseize, and then I'll loot. So that will give me an extra idea. I'll start with Breach, Thoughtseizes. Getting rid of 3 lands. Maybe, you know, I draw a Bauble with the loot from Shredder. Oh, stuff yes I don't like. Oh, okay. What else? Well, I'll definitely go to 2 here. I guess I can bowl 2 just because I don't want to waste... just because I don't want to waste that Breach trigger. And then I'll play a Shadow 11/11. Which is bigger than the Hall of the Storm Giants. And then I'll attack. And your turn, you're 12. I'm at 2. I think I wanted to play also Bolt. I don't know. Dashing Ragavan deals 1 less damage than playing Bolt. And exiling the top card doesn't really matter, I think. If 1 mystery card. Being a 2 life shouldn't matter against them. If they go Ugin plus deal 3 damage to me, I would have died regardless. Alright. Not sure why they would do this. Makes no sense to me, but let's see how it evolves. Oh, Dismember. Okay. Alright, cool. They killed my shadow. They're 8 life. I have 5 damage here. I draw Breach. Spell Pierce. How do I win here? I think I should dash and just chump block with Shredder. I could have waited more on the Breach. I don't know. Just wanted to loot with the Shredder last turn. See what I flip. Creature. Search for knowledge. Vermcoal Engine. Oh, too much. Alright, I have to pass and chump block. Too much mana, unfortunately. It's good that I took them away from them, but I'm not in a good shape right now. Because they have the Abyss right here. Okay, they play mine, so I know that right in these 2 plans. The Abyss with the Hall of the Storm Giants. Need to top deck something. Underworld Breach would nice. Should I just dash and lose? Would I rather top deck from my deck next turn or from their deck now? I think from my deck next turn makes more sense. So I'll just cast. I guess I can also play land and fetch. Ooh, I have Jegantha. I forgot about that. I just thought about now. Ooh, if I remember last turn, I would be able to cast it this turn. That was a punt. That was a punt. That was a big punt. I totally forgot about this. Just classic first match of a league. I forget about companion. That happens all the time. When I play new decks constantly, I forget about companions whenever I play companions. All right. Yes, it happened. Yeah, they are doing that. All right, this means I have another chump blocker in hand. Yeah, last turn I could have dashed. Put him to 4. Chump block with Jegantha. His weapons obviously looks awful now, but in general, it's not as bad. It's not as bad. I wish this was an Unholy Heat now. Yeah, for sure. Alright, that passed. Okay. The thing is that I could also double block. I think it's valuable to double block. Mm-hmm. Okay, still have 2 cards in hand. Sure. Yeah, I think I'll double block. Alright, that's dead. And I was good. I was going to incarnation. I don't know why I said inquisition, but yeah, still passing. Nothing to do here. I think I'm safe to F6. Let's say that the spell pierce will not. Ooh, River of Tears. You don't see that very often. The opponent passes. Draw. ERC. Alright. Let's cast this. Now I might cast the spell pierce if they cast anything. Like, what do they have here? Remand? Probably have Remand. Condescent also definitely resolves. Yeah, it's a Condescent. Scry 2 will definitely be relevant now. Wait, do I know? Frank Dallas. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let's see how they scry. I kind of hope for a top so we lose and we go on to the third game. Because I think I've been dodging for a while now. Hit bottom, so we keep on hoping they miss. I draw another breach, I win on the spot at 2 bolts, but I set it at 1. I thought my opponent would side in like Relic or something. Ooh, they drew something. What is it? Mindslaver. I think I will spell. Oh, I'm dead to this Bloodstained Mire. I'm dead to this Bloodstained Mire. That's funny. That's a funny way to win. That's a funny way to win. 2 Bloodstained Mire. They saw the line. They saw the line. All right. Uh, yeah, I think this is good. I'm gonna submit what I have here. Although I might just need 3 breach. I don't know. My opponent doesn't seem like they have a Relic of Progenitus. Although they certainly could. Let's open the companion zone this time. Let's not forget about that. Good morning, mister. Hide. Alright, let's start with a classic Bauble on me, because they have fetch land in a regular lane, so that's a 0 mana opt. Definitely one huge edge of playing those decks is that you get You get to play 0 mana opts. I think I'd rather Thoughtseize than them keep up spell peers. They have like 2 drops and 3 drops. Plus, I was exactly thinking about Expedition map. Huh. I think I'll take Expedition map here. You can go. Plant. I can't cast Shredder here. Because if I cast Shredder, they just spatial contortion it. So I have to keep up spell peers. I have to go Shredder go, and then they'll play spatial contortion. Now hopefully I draw land so I can cast Lightning Bolt instead of spell peers. Like I want to draw a spell here. Va bene. So I can go Shredder, pass. If they play spatial contortion, I'll just bolt you so that my Shredder I discard a spell and this becomes a 2/4. Wow, they don't do it end of turn. Smart. Okay, they drew mine. I guess if they go... Wow, they don't go spatial contortion. Crazy. Nice. Strong draw here. I can go Bauble. I'll Bauble me. I'll fetch. Got a Blood Crypt. Then I'll play Shadow Loot. They'll play Spatial Contortion and Spell Pierce. Yeah, opponent played this very very well. I think. Like they waited for the very right time to play Spatial Contortion. Now I don't even need to grow this, so I'll just discard a land and keep the bolt. Not even sure if it's correct though. Not even sure if it's correct though. I draw a card off Bauble. Ron, oh no, they drew back-to-back Tron piece. Wish I didn't discarded the map now. They can go Karn. Ay ay ay. Can be bad. Can be bad now. I'm glad I used the Spell Pierce at least. The bridge can be an issue. Yep. The bridge can be an issue. What are my answer to bridge? Do I have any? Do I have 0 answer to bridge? I guess I can... Oh, wow. Sundering Titan. Okay. Opponent is Otawara up at the moment. Attack. Yeah. I'll attack like this so that they Otawara my shadow in order to keep the Karn. Oh wow, they don't do it. I'm getting Jegantha. Do I play land untapped? Think so. That's gonna put me to 7. This is gonna be lethal. Nah, I guess I'll play tapped. Pass. And it's under inside of me, blowing up 3 lands of mine. Explosives for bridge, right? It's in my sideboard. I didn't bring an engineered bridge. I didn't bring an engineered explosives in this match. Yeah. They take away black from me, and now they have a 7/7. A 7/10, sorry. It's gonna double bolt me to grow the shadow. I think it's a good attack next turn. If they block. Wow, they do. Cool. I'll double bolt me. Keep land. They have to loot and discard this Jegantha. So you see the power of Jegantha in this matchup. Alright. They blow up all my lands here with the Titan. So I have no lands, and they have Otawara to bounce my shadow. It's a 10/10. So I'll need another land, and it can't be a fetch land. It can't be a fetch land because I'm on 3. It's similar to Blue and Murktide, as in if they draw Tron, you can't. Wow, they cast Otawara. If they draw Tron, they do powerful stuff. So you lose. But if they don't draw Tron, which is like not that likely. Alright, I mean I'm attacking here. I have no plays. Is that repeal? Just for knowledge. Alright. Guess we're looting. Range board state. Alright, it's a Eugene. I'll be game over. GG. Opponent just shoots me. Fun. Fun match. Fun match for sure. We got to showcase the power of Breach. Opponent got to showcase the power of Tron. Round number 2 on the play. Let's start with a Blood Crypt Thoughtseize. Nice. Very nice. Let's discard that Cathartic Reunion, and now my opponent hand is desperately lacking for an effect like that. Otherwise, they don't do anything. They can't even cast those Narcomoebas because they have 2 blue lands. So yeah, I'm just casting the Shredder here. Do I take double red? Yeah, I think so. Just go Steam Vents. Shredder. Cedar Brass, so they can cast Dark Blast. I guess the Imp might be slightly annoying, must be said. Maybe I gotta be a little bit more aware of Crip and Chill, because I'm on 9. Yes. They might just cast Dark Blast to, yeah, exactly, to dredge next turn. Let's see what they dredge. They dredged Amalgam. Now they can cast the Imp, which will be a good blocker, also because even if I kill it, they'll be able to dredge it and cast it again next turn, or just, you know, melee Oxobagonus and something. Hello, Gracie. I see Great Climber, sorry. See your name. Okay, so there are 4 cards, I mean, not 4 life. Draw Thoughtseize. Okay, I'm not gonna cast that one. I think I'll start with Expressive Iteration. Nah. How do I tap? I might just flip a blue. Yeah, it's probably best to do this. Tap like this. Well, that's not true. Okay, let's tap like this and play Iteration. Yeah, exactly punished. Okay. I'll do hand bottom exile. I was thinking even if the fail case I have this Thoughtseize. And now I can loot a land. Wow. Heavily punished. Do I want to attack? I don't think so. Attack, they trade, and then they get to dredge 5. Whereas now they have to play Dark Bloodstained Upkeep if they want to dredge 3. Hello, this is called Modern. Magic Online. Okay, let's see if they have a follow-up. They might not. Alright, they dredged 3, they found a Crippin' Chill. I'm a 4 life, that's not very much life. We have to be definitely aware of that. The 2 cards in it, it's 2 Dark Blasts. That Shadow, that's big. That's very big. Okay, now what can I do is I can Lightning Bolt the Stink with Imp, attack with all, you take 5. Nah. I guess what I can do is just attack, and then I can play Shadow. I definitely want to keep up the Drun in the Loch in case they want to escape an Oxovagonus. Although if they skip Oxovagonus, the Drun in the Loch won't counter it because it costs 5 mana on the stack, and they'll have 12 minus 9. They'll have 3 cards in the graveyard. Huh. How about Underworld Breach? What about it? What's Underworld Breach for? Card advantage, mostly. I think my best bet here is just Shadow Pass as a 9/9. End of turn, I can kill this Imp and maybe attack for lethal. Because if they just can dredge 5, they have to tap this once again to play the Dark Blast. Then they'll dredge 3. But yeah, I think this is my best line here. Because next turn I'll have 9 plus 5, 14 plus 3, 17. So I'm lethal next turn. I think this is my best line. Let's see how it evolves. Upkeep. You play this Dark Blast once again. I'm at 3. Sorry, I'm at 4. That means they don't die to the Crippin' Chill if they dredge it. They have 3 cards. Let's see. Narcomoeba would be bad here. Let's hope they don't flip it. They flipped another Crippin' Chill and an Oxovagonus. Ay. Ay, that's bad. Okay, so also they go to 19. Oh, the Shadow becomes a 12/12 though. I'm at 1 life. They play the Oxovagonus, which I can't run in the Loch. Yeah, things are bad now. They have, wow, that was exactly enough. Yeah, that meal was nice. The meal 3 was nice. Bonjour, the librarian. That's a power dredge. They basically draw 3 every turn. Because they don't just draw 1, they mill 3, and their deck has... Ooh, actually, I didn't think about this. Would this matter? Probably wouldn't. I like these better, I think. the Drawn in the Loch now cannot counter this Ox of Agonas. Kind of spell here would be much better. So discard 2 Dark Blast. They dredge 3. Okay, I'm not dead. Right? I'm not dead here. They have in hand 2 Dark Blast and an Imp, I think. Right? Conflagrate, I mean, yeah, I dodged big time here. Wow. That was a huge dodge. They didn't find an Archamoeba or Crip and Chill. Yeah, now I'm 100% lethal, right? Because I can go Drown on one, Bolt on the other, win. That's 6 plus 12, 18. Okay, actually, though, let's think about this. Insane Goon, thank you for the raid welcome. Buongiorno Simolone. So here, let's think about this carefully, because they were 19, my shadow is 12. 12 plus 6, that's 18. That means I just have to take my turn, play those two, double Shredder loot. Hopefully I'll find a spell in the top 3 cards and I'll win the game. So I'll just take my turn here and play this only my turn. Yeah, Bauble will lock it up. So let's go Bolt on, doesn't matter, Ox of Agonas. Drawn in the Loch on Imp. Double loot. I'll get a spell and then I'll win, exactly. I mean, not exactly, but yeah. One more. But yeah, if I cast this end of turn, I might not, whatever. Alright, boom. Nice. Ledge. Looks like I only have spell pierce. It's not very good. Roy93, 6 months of sub, welcome. Thank you. Appreciate the support. To cut a card, it will likely not. I mean, I have so many not good cards. I guess running the Loch, it's not great, but it's probably better than Bolt. Maybe Show Me Shredder is good. Maybe Iterate. I don't know. It's yeah. I don't really think it's irrelevant. Dress down. Do I want to take dress down? No. I'm gonna cut Thoughtseize. I won the game because of Thoughtseize. I thought this Cathartic Reunion and won the game with that. Oh wow, they put me on the draw because they have 4 Gemstone Cavern in their deck. Do I want to keep a hand that doesn't have interaction for a turn 2? I'm mulligan, I think. Perfect. Keep. Wow, what a hand. What do I take here? Breach? Do I want to take Breach? Yeah, I think I'll take a Breach. I still have 3 other Breach. Let's see if they have Gemstone Cavern. Yeah, I put it with -2. I probably miscounted it before. But it's okay. It didn't matter. Land of Sanctity and Gemstone Cavern. Wow, that's a lot of pre-game action. Alright, no more Thoughtseize. They pitched Ox of Agonas. They mulligan to 6 and have those start. Alright, yeah, we have to pass because they have 2 mana on turn 1. I played with Dredge last week. I was thinking about taking the draw, but I don't think it's that good. We'll see anyway. Very happy with the Spell Pierce now. Hello there, Volkmeister. Good morning, good night, happy weekend. Thinking about it. White. Oh, it's a thrilling discovery. Well, happy to play Spell Pierce. I'll get a Steam Vents. Well, it's 2 cards in hand. It's almost 3 a.m. for you. Alright. Almost Draw. Swamp. I'll go Shredder, go. And now with Shredder, I'm able to discard all the Thoughtseize and cards that target my opponent. Go. Shredder is excellent against anyone that tries to, like prison you, like that's like Chalice of the Void and things like that. All right, see if they have another discard. Ah, looks like they do. Yeah, that's a good hand from them. They have Cathartic Reunion too now. That's okay. They discarded only just a Thug though. Maybe they break. Dark Blast and one Crypt Chill. That's it. That was pretty good. They didn't do anything. They just milled 7 and didn't get that many good things. Actually, damn damaging me, it's good for Leyline, for Shadow. So they have in hand the Thug and Dark Blast. That's good to know. I kind of don't want to play this DRC because of the Dark Blast in my opponent's hand. So I'm just going to cast Shadow Iteration first. Okay. I can't Thoughtseize you. I'm gonna go hand, bottom, exile. Then I can play Shadow and discard a creature and I'll get Delirium for next turn. What creature do I want to discard? Maybe just another Shadow. Yeah. Well, can I discard a land and just delay the Delirium to next turn? It's probably best. Time for 1 pass. You make top 600 Mythic? Nice. In what format? Alright, let's see. They don't have anything to dredge. They might cast a dark... Are you actually Shadow being a 2-2? They can kill it with Dark Blast. I haven't thought about it. Because they can upkeep cast Dark Blast, dredge Dark Blast, and cast it again. I didn't think about that. That's okay. Yeah. Uh... I'm going to discard Bauble. I kind of want to discard some... I kind of want to draw land. I want to play everything. Yeah, I think I'll discard a Bauble. Because I need to play creatures at this point. My opponent has such a high life total. I don't have any graveyard dates, so... Nice. Okay, so I can go Shredder. I can go Shredder. Shadow. And then loot twice. Probably discard everything. Maybe, yeah, definitely discard land. And then I'll go to 8. I'll play this Darcy. And pass. That's a 5/5 now. I'll tap for 3. I have no cards in hand. And my opponent has now Stinkwood Imp. They have 2 cards in hand. Should be Imp and Thug as far as I know. Sorry, it should be Thug and Mystery card as far as I know. And now they draw Imp, probably. Okay, they Raging Crippling Chill, which grows my DRC. They also have Otherworldly Gaze now to cast. But they have also Thug to cast, which is a nice chump blocker. It's not nice, but it is a chump blocker. Oh wow, you also have Thrilling Discovery in hand? That's the card you drew? Oh no. Alright, I guess we lose. That's okay. Oh, portable hole. Yeah, there's no way I can win this game anymore. Alright. Oh. Do I want to take the draw? Honestly, don't. I don't think it's good for them to be on the draw. Yeah, I think I'll take the play. Yes. I mean, Obviously, some of one is wrong here. It's either me or my opponent. You don't always have Gemstone Cavern every time you're on the draw, but they do apparently. Wow. All right, strong hand. They pitched Dark Blast. Wow, they kept 7 and have all of them. Yep. Let go. I'll keep Bauble for Darcy. They go for the thing. Let's go for a Watery Grave, I think. Yeah. And play Spell Peepers. A 17. Now I can go. I think I shout anyway, so maybe I was supposed to go Steam Vents here. Maybe. Okay, let's go for a Steam Vents Channeler. Yes. And hopefully I find another Spell Pierce on top to protect me against another old run in the Loch. I think I'll graveyard this. I thought this is a dead draw. Unfortunately, I have to draw it. Let's hope they don't have another effect like that. I mean, that's a very good hand. I won game 1, which is usually the game you lose, and looks like I'm losing in 2 and 3. If they have another, I mean, they only have 7, so sometimes they don't have exactly Gemstone Cavern, Ley Line, into Cathartic Ruin effects. We want to play Showcase Modern today. I don't think so, no. Let's see, maybe they have the effect that the otherworldly gaze. Maybe they have that. Eddie. Welcome, Eddie. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate the support. Blue Black, Narcomoeba. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. That means their hand is bad, which I appreciate. Alright. So the plays here is just double shadow. I think so. I also Thoughtseize myself to get Delirium. And cast a 3/3 shadow. No, I think I'll double shadow now, and next turn I can do that. Laurent! Thank you for the 5 gifted sub, Laurent. As always. Thank you so much for the support. We are struggling here. Hoping the opponent, just doesn't function in the face of a counter spell. Oh, he drew that. And I bet. I guess we lose. Happy New Year. Thank you, thank you. We really love the support you are giving to the channel all the time. Thank you so much. Alright, looks like that my opponent kind of break though. They had just a thug, dredge 4, and didn't find anything else. Your pleasure, my pleasure. Okay, so we're fine here. My opponent has thug into mystery card in hand. Draw. Darcy, okay. Okay. I can go Darcy. Stuff better. I can go Darcy, Shadow, Thoughtseize. Surveil, Shredder, Graveyard, and Iteration top. I got a 10. My hand is empty. Attack for 9. Enough opponent bricks. Next turn, we probably win. Probably we win now. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Depends a lot on this turn. I mean, it's dredge. Anything could happen. So they don't have anything to dredge, so they just draw. But let's see if they have a Cathartic Reunion. They can go off if they do. They have a mystery card and the Golgari Thug. I hope they have a lot of Gemstone Cavern, Leyline of the Sanctity, and, you know, effects like that. They concede. Alright, so the matchup against Dredge is really swingy, because your deck always does the same thing. That's what, like, you know, these type of decks are made of. They're very consistently doing their thing, whereas your opponent is more swingy, because they might just, you know, draw Cathartic Reunion like they did in Game 2, they win the game. If they hit well off this first Cathartic Reunion, they win the game. If they don't, they lose. So, you know, when you register a deck like Dredge, I think you're very much more open to, yeah, to variance in general. Whereas a deck like this, with 22 1-drop, 15 2-drop, just always does the same thing, and yeah, you play well and your opponent doesn't hit their highs. This is the consistent deck. This is a deck for, like, long tournaments. In the short tournaments, you know, a deck like Tron, a deck like Dredge can perform better. Alright. Round number 3 against it. Cacao. I am keeping. Well, it's Luris. I prefer Jegantha than Luris. Yeah, you need to turn 1 spell pierce or you die. For sure. When it was like turn 1 combo. They play like a turn 1 combo deck. I guess they wouldn't die because their hand was just 1 thug and they also bricked. So I might have won even if I didn't have the spell pierce. Alright, the mulligan to 5. Let's see, it's probably Tron. Gemstone Cavern. Alright, I guess it's Dredge. I'm definitely Thoughtseize you. Do I want to wait on the bubble? I think so. Because I want to go bubble after the channeler. Just getting the extra trigger is definitely important. Alright, we are in the Dredge bracket apparently. Let's take the reunion. And pass. Yeah, we're trying Breach in Shadow. It has been... I've casted only 1 game. It drew me 3 cards. And I won that game. I think I was very good in that game. Let's go for a Channeler. Followed by a Bauble. Surveil is in the graveyard. Then I can Bubble me. And I can see what's on top. Iteration. Do I want to draw Iteration here? Next turn. Probably not so good, honestly. I already have Breach that is my, like, card advantage engine. What are the instants I might draw my opponent turn? Lightning Bolt. Yeah, I guess I can take a Stevens untapped. And pass. 13 life. Maybe Stevens was bad because I have 2 Shadow. I might draw like a Thoughtseize, then I can't triple spell. Alright, yeah, we drew Bolt. Good. What's my record? We're 1-1. I lost to Blue Tron and I beat Dredge. You never get to catch me live? Yeah. This is Saturday morning for me right now. Okay, so they are playing, yeah. That's funny. I get to bolt. Who do I bolt? I think I bolt myself. I think I bolt myself, right? Yeah, no, I'll get Delirium. Mill anything, honestly. Because I breach, so I mill anything here. You just ended your 6th round FNM? 6th round FNM? Wow, must be nice. Where do you live to have a 6th round FNM? You went 5 with my creativity list. Nice. That's cool. I have wrote a deck guide for CFB Pro. I don't know if you have it. Southern California. Nice. So if you have CFB Pro, I wrote yeah, a cyber guide. Let's go for this 1 mana 6/6, which will be even bigger next turn. Next turn I'm likely lethal. We'll see how it evolves. Wait, bolting me now deals more damage. You like keeping Darcy? Sure, it makes sense. But when you have Breach in hand, I think keeping card on top. Okay. Hope they're dead here. I'm at 4. I have 1 million damage in play. The turn one comes into play, it's tapped. Alright. GG. Simple sideboard, I think, is just spell pierces for Unholy Heat, Terminate, and your opponent chose to go on the play this time. They didn't take the draw. The Mulligan to 6. I'm keeping. If they go late end of Sanctity, that's fine. My hand will probably lose, but you know. As we've established, they can't really have it all the time. And you also have to hope for that. So that's again the thing with playing against those decks. Alright, let's start with Bloodstained Mire. Sorry, I meant to say Blood Crypt. And Thoughtseize. Yeah, we just take the classic, and their hand should do nothing right now. Okay. And you'll go for a Steam Vents. I'll play Shredder. Reggie's picking up in popularity, magical line you've noticed. Sure. Yeah. Okay, they play Imp. Hey, once again, against an Imp, we don't do much. We just wait until we have the big turn and we kill them. So I'll go Shredder. I'll go Bauble. Double loot. Oh, there it is. This is the card I was looking for the most. Discard all land. Scalding Iteration. I'll play Shadow with a Watery Grave. And I'll Bauble. And we don't attack. I might just play another Imp. Draw. That's not good. I think I just return Jegantha this turn. Pass. Pass. Of course, I could have kept up mana in case they top deck one of their Cathartic Reunion, but, you know. If they do it, they do it, I think. Alright, this one can't trip, but, you know. Oh, nice. I love it. So here I can go Darcy on Ragavan. And I get to loot away, you know, my bad card, like Jegantha, Spell Pierce, and such. So yeah. Last turn returning Jegantha was just draw an extra card this turn. Play land untapped. And I'll play Shadow. Now next turn, this thing has to attack. So maybe next turn, we're going off. Yeah, we only have 7 lands that produce mana in this deck. The fetches are super important for this deck, because every fetches deals you 1 damage. Actually, they cast everything I knew about. Do I want to bolt something in upkeep? I think so. What do I bolt? I think I bolt the Stinkwood Imp. And I Surveil. Wow. Okay, let's do something now. Let's do something fun now. Unfortunately, I don't have. I don't have the ability to. I'm gonna say I'll lose twice. So, do I want to surveil first? Yes, because I'm looking for a land actually. So I'll surveil first. Graveyard, and then we loot. This isn't the graveyard. And what do I loot? This isn't the graveyard. Nah. So what am I going to do here? Because I can't. I can only cast like 1,000,000 Mishra's Bauble. That's the only thing that I can do. It's just casting 1,000,000 Mishra's Bauble. I don't even have any use for the black mana. I really don't think it matters. How many Mishra? I guess so many Mishra's Bauble. This game though. I'll put a Dredge's 5 next turn. I don't have Need Spellbomb. Wish I had Need Spellbomb in my deck. Yeah, I'll just do this. I mean, I have to like, yeah, graveyard every time I find a card. There was a wow, Leela on the board. There was unfortunately no way for me to, I think at least, to. To do something with these 2 Watery Graves. I guess the lesson here is that I should never fetch up the Watery Grave because it's bad in the Breach turn. Sorcery, creature. Okay, now I am attacking with everybody. Everybody or less than everybody? Attacking a Ragavan doesn't make much sense. So yeah, attack with the rest. Yeah. Alright, so the lesson here is to not fetch up your Watery Grave. That's good to know. Alright, so they kill my creature, and then I get to play Bauble. Mm. But yeah, like in normal matchup, if you do this play against like Blue Red Murktide, the game is really very much over. Like, if you draw 6 cards with a Bauble like this, you just can't lose. So it's, yeah. Alright, so let go. And now it's the turn where I draw 5 cards, 6 cards, I don't know, I don't remember. 6 cards. Classic. 2 mana, draw 6. No big deal. Again, card advantage doesn't matter so much in this matchup. Okay, I mean, I could lose here. They dredge very well. They have Oxo Agonas. I can't stop it. I got a 4. Whoa, they can't. They can't cast Ox now. They can't. They punted. Oh, they have Cathartic Union in end? And I did it. I don't have Spell Pierce. Ay, ay, ay. I'm on 1 life. 2 life. I'm dead. GG. 2 Crypt and Chill. GG. Let's go to game 3. No changes. I'll take the play. Keep. Let's hope my opponent doesn't go ley line. If they go ley line, this hand is not good. Alright. They just have a Gemstone Cavern. Let's go. Let's see what you got. Very good. So we discard a classic, and now we'll see how the game continues. So I'm turn 1 Archimeba. Yes, indeed. Draw. Let's go for a Steam Vents and play a Shredder. Oh. They can cast the Dark Blast and upkeep, but they choose not to. Okay. A previous opponent was upkeeping Dark Blast a lot. Sure. So take a turn here. Ooh, Spell Pierce. I think I want to go Shredder Bolt and not keep up Spell Pierce. Just need to be fast because my opponent. Okay. Should discarding the Spell Pierce. And the Bolt. Because I think my opponent is like stumbling right now. So I shouldn't be. Opponent is stumbling right now, so I shouldn't play around things, I think. Plus, as you saw, like, just them art casting Stinkwood Imp is a little bit annoying, so. Yeah, I don't like to hold up Spell Pierce that spot. I'm not much happier with this current play. Alright, I mailed Press Amalgam, Leyland of the Sanctity. Sorry, of the Void. They have Dark Blast and Thug in hand. Sure. I'll take a turn. Darcy. Okay, I can go Darcy Bolt. And then maybe next turn set up for a nice little breach. Yeah. Or I can go. No, let's do that. So I go Darcy Bolt. And then F6. Most likely just milling whatever I draw. Yeah, I don't want Thoughtseize. Steam Vents, and then, yeah. Tap for 5. Right, they Dark Blast to remove a life. Okay. The Dredge 3, they find Ox of Agonas, but they cast it. They probably shouldn't have triggered the Ox of Agonas though, right? Because now they can't cast Ox. Sorry, the Crippin Shield, because now they can't cast Ox of Agonas. That's maybe I think they made a mistake here. Yeah, they said they made a mistake. Yeah, because Ox of Agonas requires 8 other cards. All right, now we win, right? And now we must win. I go Breach. Just graveyard everything I got. I start playing those bubbles. Discard. Discard. Yeah. How much damage I have here? I just I just bolt. I have 13 DH. Yeah, I'll just bolt. Okay. Nice game, yeah, indeed. We got a bit too dredge without some graveyard eights, telling you that yeah. Again, this is some very small sample size. I'm not saying that this that's a bad matchup against Blue Tron and good matchup against Dredge. I could easily see myself annihilating Blue Tron and losing to Dredge 2-0 both times. Round number 4 against Burnt Spirit. It's so nice to play decks like this in Blue Red Murktide where your hand of lands and spell is always a keep. Because you play like 1 and 2 drops, you don't play like 4 and 8 drop. You never play myself? You heard it's a nice game. That's good. That's good. Alright, Burnt Spirit, they don't have a companion. I do, let's try to remember it. I mean, I think once I open it and it's there, I remember. Sometimes I just don't click on the companion and never just forget I have it. And it always happens with in the first round, usually. Alright, Cavern of Sauce. Let's see what they name. Dryad. Alright, that's Amulet. Okay, my hand is... I have a lot of interaction, so... Can't be a bad end. So for Blood Crypt and a Thoughtseize. Against 4 combo decks today. Dryad Pact. Well, I'll take Dryad. And pass. Do you think the printing of Ledger Shredder is a reason why people are picking up Breach? So Magic formats that are a little bit less popular, I mean that there isn't a lot of competitive tournaments, are very unexplored. So a card like Underworld Breach is just people didn't play it because not that many people said that they should play it. Now, content creators and just players in general are picking up the card, and the card is seeing a lot more play. There isn't necessarily a reason, but I think it's the case. All right, I think I'd rather go Shredder this turn. My opponent has 4 mana. Even if they draw a amulet, they don't have 6 mana. No, they do have 6 mana with the castle. So playing Shredder, it's weak to an Amulet of Vigor, but I think I'm okay with risking that and just casting Treader, passing the turn. Just in general, since Wizards of the Coast stopped to support and organize high-level competitive Magic tournaments, deck building is very unexplored, and people just, tend to. Oh, They're able to cast. Yeah, I put my guard down this turn to play this Shredder, and opponent punished me with drawing Azusa. They're able now to go Titan. So you say everyone is a net decker now. No, I mean, yeah, it was always like this also before. It's just that before you had important tournaments to net deck from. Now you don't have that anymore. So your net decking from is heavily reduced. Hence, the deck building, it's heavily like basically the most important events happening are the challenges every weekend, which are like 100 people tournaments that only the same magical land grinder play. I was playing Philadelphia. I didn't. I did not qualify to the Pro Tour. I needed to do top 36 at the European in Sofia, and I didn't. You have now like one shot to qualify. So if you break on that, it's over. I could have just gone Thoughtseize, leave a bolt. I would have been much safer. The problem is that I had my guard down one turn this turn, and I failed. Would you say there were more rogue decks before? No, I'm saying the opposite. I think there's way more rogue decks right now. Not just rogue decks, just unexplored cards, unexplored decks, and etc. It might be just a strategy of Wizards, because the the more high tournaments you have, the more the metagame gets solved. That was the problem with the standard of Throne of a Drain, is that with the MPL only being standard, the metagame got solved over and over, and it felt bad and stale, but it was just a standard, with a lot of people playing it. Alright, I'm taking 6 here. I'm not technically dead. Alright, GG. Daniel, thank you for the second month of sub. Thank you. Alright, so I'll have Dress Down. I'll have Alpine. Alpine kind of sucks, but they do have an Urza Saga, so I'll have it for that reason. I don't love Spell Piercer Explosives. What do I dislike? Run in the Loch is not great. Lightning Bolt is usually bad. What's bad? Maybe Underworld Breach, because they'll have Endurance. Want to take out... Yeah, I guess it's the classic one of Expressive Iteration. Is Standard bad right now? I don't know. I don't play Standard, but I will have to, because the next European tournament, the next regional championship, it's Standard. If you check out my podcast every week, Javier and Anthony talk a lot about Standard, so I enjoy listening to them and keep up with it, even though I don't play it. Thank you, King IG. Yeah, yeah. Worlds this year felt very much different than the usual worlds. A lot of competitors that I didn't know definitely feel strange, but again, at the end of the day, it is Wizards of the Coast money, and if they want to have less Polo Beater Damo de Rosa and more upcoming young people, it is their decision to invite, not only necessarily based on one parameter, I think it's the word. You like block constructed? You know, I top eighted the last block constructed PT, and then they stopped it after Theros. You didn't watch it? Well, it was on Arena, so me too. But yeah, I mean, some other people might have enjoyed taking a look at newer players that were maybe at the same age as them and etc. So yeah, it's just marketing decision at the end of the day. Right, this is probably never able to beat Amulet Titan, but I can go to five. Obviously, I can go to five. I just choose not to go to five. What does Breach do in this hand? Nothing. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, that PT had, I believe, 7 player out of 8 played Courser of Krufix and Sivan Carroted. And Stanislav Sivka had Boros, small creatures. You enjoy my stream a lot. Thank you, Florin. I appreciate it. All right, so here I'm bottoming the Watery Grave. Wow, 5 more? That's great. Thank you, thank you. PT journey to Nyx, yes, chopping 1 with Abzan. Abzan with, yeah, just Abzan. I was playing Naya with Stormbred Dragon and Elspeth. GB Dex? No, I was playing Naya. I was playing Naya. Beat several Sultai. Although Abzan did beat me all the every time I played against it. No, that's not true. That's not true. But yeah, most of the times. A Border Grazer at the bomb against me. You know what I haven't drawn very often today? Ragavan. I haven't drawn many Ragavans today. You make your day happier? Wow, that's nice. Thank you, thank you. Where are you from, Florin? Dryad, Citizen Sanctuary, Return Forest. Okay, so I have 4 cards. I have to draw Thoughtseize or I'm dead. You drew them against Dredge, but not turn 1. Turn 1. You want to draw turn 1 Ragavan. That's the whole thing why people play Ragavan. It's to play them on turn 1. From Paris, France. Very nice. Paris. Been there with my girlfriend in 2019. At the end of 2019, yeah. Uh, what if I discard Thoughtseize next? Nah, I think I'll discard Breach. Is there even going to be a next turn? Probably not. All right, let's see. A good old Titan. It is now Lee. I mean, they played Valakut and Valakut. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. GG. Yeah, one of the biggest drive I think was also that I think Blue Merc that was better favorites against Amulet than Grixis Shadow. Remember that from even back in the days. Amulet Titan is less popular now, also because Blue Murktide is the most popular deck. Alright. Played against 4 combo decks today. Currently 2-2, losing to Bluetron and Amulet, beating 2 Dredge. Let's see if I can pair it against a normal deck. By normal deck, I mean a fair deck, not that my opponent decks were not normal. I don't like to talk about leaked cards. As a person who often received preview cards, which was a very cool thing. I don't like to talk about leak cards because that takes away some of the plans of what's the way of previewing card. No luck deck. Amulet Titan is a strong deck for sure. It's just that often the combination of Blood Moon and Counterspell it's lethal. But they can have Gemstone, sorry, Cavern of Souls to play around Counterspells. All right, let's go for a Ragavan, and then I'll Mishra's Bauble you in upkeep. Looking for a second land. I haven't even considered Mulligan in this hand. I have a Ragavan on the play. Whoa, are they scamming me? Haven't been scammed in a very long time, chat. In a very long time it's been since I've got scammed. Let's see. Nope, they're just still not getting scammed. Wow, connecting me to Ragavan, that must feel nice. So, this is a matchup where they have Blood Moon, main deck, which is gonna be... it's good because it shuts off all your blue cards. They take Shredder, rightfully so. Let's see, I draw two cards. Now, this is why you bubble in upkeep, because your opponent might play Discard spells. You don't want to give them... Okay, I break the land, but that's fine. We have Ragavan to give us the treasure. See what we flip. I flip another Ragavan. That's not good. Then I can go for a DRC and a Thoughtseize, just hoping to surveil a land on top. Discarding Fury, I guess. So Fury plus Feign Death, which is lethal. There it is. That's my land. All right, they don't have Fury. Good thing. They have... Wow. They have Lightning Bolt, but they don't have... I think I still discard Lightning Bolt. Yeah, every other card they have is very weak. That's the problem with that deck. The cards are just weak. Score, we're 2-2. This is the final match. Jegantha can cast blue spells, that's true. So they drew Blackcliff Cliff, so happy I took away the bolt. They play Night's Whispers. All the way from 5th Dawn. Probably the most expensive card from 5th Dawn, to be honest with you. I guess Grinding Station. Alright, in order to get Delirium, I can just cast this bolt. Yeah, I think I'll do that, because I have the Ragavan to hold up running the Loch, so I want to get Delirium here. Oh, I don't want more lands, thank you. You go to 11, you take 5, you go to 6, and then I have Drown Up. Very bad would be Fury. If they go Fury, whatever. I have Breach next turn if they go Fury. I can just counter a Feign Death. Once again, Counterspell is so much better than Drown in a spot like this. Obviously, can't play Counterspell in this deck because you have Blood Crypt and Swamp and also Jegantha. But obviously, Jegantha doesn't really matter too much. You just play Drown because it's your 3 colors. Alright. Fury Revoked. Can't do anything about it. Get my board. Then I play Feign Death, and I'll play Drown. Do I want to play Drown? Yes, I think so. Yeah, because the Fury is going to be a 4/4. The bad thing is if they have another Feign Death. Although I know their hand is Dothy, Swamp, and a Mystery card. Yeah, I think I'll do this. They go land Dothy. Dothy is actually very good here. I need to draw land if I want to go off with Breach. Land? This is a really bad draw. I have to pass. Clunky. Very clunky card. Your Underworld Breach. In the face of a Dothy White Walker. I got a 11. They have one card only in hand. That's probably a land too, so I'm just not even playing Thoughtseize. Very likely a land in my opponent's hand. Because I think they would just cast anything. Sure. You can cast Underworld Breach if you want with Dothy. Which honestly wouldn't be the worst, because you get to discard my other Underworld Breach. And also play Night's Whispers. So maybe the play for you is actually to cast the Underworld Breach off of your Dothy. I don't know. Right, let's hope to draw land here. I haven't really need it at this point. Okay, can't complain with it. Expressive Iteration. Okay. So, if I hold land in hand, my opponent is going to... Yeah, I think I have to put this in hand. Hand, bottom, exile, play the stopped pass. But my opponent is going to... I think Thoughtseize the Breach here. They can't double Thoughtseize, they die if they do. Because they're 4. So they can only cast one Thoughtseize here. Remember, they have the Breach with Silver Counter. Ooh, a second one. Okay. A second one is not bad here. I win if I draw land, because I go double... I can't go double bolt. Never mind. Shadow. Hey, yeah, I have to go for Breach, Bolt, and one Bauble probably. And pass. Your top card. Terminate. Okay. That's my exile zone. Here. Good evening from Canada. Hello. CB Old. So the Heavy Hand Terminate mystery card. Well, my hand... yeah, my hand is bad. I could have had a 4th land. What would I have done with it? Instead of a Breach. With a 4th land, I could have... I don't know, played a Channeler. Wasn't even that good. If I had... no, I think I'm happy in the way I played. I mean, they drew a second Dothy there, which, was bad, but here we are. Alright, well, I have 2 draws to the removal spell for Dothy or lose the game. It has Shadow, so I can't block it. Right. Let me cast this Iteration. Spells are most likely to be I mean, removal spell are bolts and heats. Yeah, let's do this. All right, I lose. Tough loss. Tough loss, but as they say, it is what it is. Sholmot wins. Uh, uh, um. Hmm. Oh, my server has all bad cards, I think. I'd probably love to discard Thoughtseizes for Terminates and Dress Down sucks. Well, Spell Pierce, I guess. Yeah, this is fine. You want to explosives to kill Dorothy? Nah. I like explosives against Cam. Woodwalkers and hers. Yeah, hers. Hers is definitely a problem. Man, if they draw hers, I lose the game. Should have 4 Pierce. For Terminate. Terminate helps me against the turn 1 Fury. I don't know. Let's go. Please don't scam me. That's always the thing with their deck. Always that thing with their deck. Please don't scam me. I lost even if they didn't scam me. I guess they didn't draw many removals last game. That was probably it. Alright, let's begin. This Bloodstained Mire will get me a swamp because they do play Blood Moon. So I'll need a swamp here. Blood Crypt. And what do you do? Thoughtseize. Okay. Okay, you can take my iteration here, most likely. Swamp is bad with iteration, but outside of that, it's definitely a land that you need, I think, in this deck. Only a reactive card. You hate to see this. Ragavan. I guess I can drown in the locket. Do I want to go Terminate? Yeah, maybe. Problem with Terminate is that it can have a Undying Malice effect. I think I just counter. Nah. Nah, okay, I'll let his resolve. Yeah. I kind of was expecting he didn't land. So I'll just Terminate this. And Surveil. Ooh, Ledger Shredder. Okay. That's a good spell. I probably don't even care about the swamp now, so just play Shredder pass. What happens if they go Fury? 3-1. That's bad. Yeah, you can still play Mono Green Tron. I think it's still a solid choice. Okay, second land. They can go Fury. Maybe I was supposed to graveyard that Shredder just to give Delirium to my Darcy. I didn't even think about that. Maybe I should have thought a little bit more about that. Because now they can go Fury. It's bad. They go Fury, I can't do anything about it. I can then, like, you know, if they, I can Unholy Heat if they go for the scam effect. But outside of that, my creature will die. Oh, you go Grief instead. Mm-hmm. If they have a scam, an evoke effect. Sorry, I meant to say an undying effect. Yeah. All right. Let's loot. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but what mattered is that now I have two. I have 5 damage in the air. No hand, but 5 damage in the air. I'll keep the Bloodstained Mire around because of Mishra's Bauble. I have one card in hand. Draw. And attack and pass. Opponent attacks me, I will fetch tapped. If opponent doesn't attack me, I'll hold the fetch land. I have 4 Death Shot in my deck, so. But I don't want to take too much damage from my old land. I got 10, so I fetch down to 9. Jegantha's very good against Cam. Probably the where the card is actually the best of is against Cam. I think I'll go for Bauble, yes. Not holding to play double spell if I draw land. I don't think that's good. Let's see what they have. Hopefully it's a bad card. Basic Mountain doesn't seem great. Draw. And attack me to 5. This Bloodstained Mire can only get a. It's not. I'm not in a good shape, of course. They have 2 cards, so what do they have? They have some bolts. I don't know. Some undying effects. That's a good draw. I think I'll attack. And then I will bold the Grief in their turn. If they have an evoke card, at least they don't attack me. Of course, if they do, they'll discard my Jegantha. I can't do much about it. Nice. Swamp. Maybe they have an Arcas Grief. Yep. I'll fetch it on at 4. To top deck. I have to top deck here. When there's 1 card in hand, 5 life. I draw Underworld Breach, I win. We'll see. Shredder. I can consider double blocking. I think it's viable. I don't think their hand should be very good. Because they just didn't save the Grief and they just drew Mountain Swamp, so their hand is probably some more Grief slash Fury. Bloodman. Yeah. They dash Ragavan, okay. I think that's Menace. I'm just blocking Ragavan and just taking 3 down to 1. 1 is not 0. Come on, Breach. Can't play that, so I have to pass. Urborg. Is that Fury? Alright, GG. 2-3, not the best league. Let's say that Breach and Kruxa are similar, as in maybe Underworld Breach gives you a little bit more points, but I still think that Grixis Shadow is a worse choice compared to the Blue-Red Murktide slash Rakdos Scam, as I was thinking before. Like, you know, if you see my power rankings, like, I don't even put the Grixis Shadow in the map. Although, of course, I think Breach made it a little bit better in the fair matchup, as in you draw this card, you win the game. But I think that still slightly worse than the other two options, which are, in my opinion, some of the best decks in the format. But nonetheless, you know, still a viable strategy, and if you are a Shadow fan, you should definitely try Breach over Kruxa, and yeah, this probably fits the gameplay pretty well. Thank you all for watching, and if you ever watched this YouTube video up to this point, I suggest you to, you know, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, leave a like, and see you next time.